up, sports fans? It's your man D back, Speak Your Mind Sports Talk. All right, man, check it out. Everybody, check it out. Got some stuff to talk about this morning. See, we got a couple people in here. So guys, this morning on the menu, appreciate everybody coming through. Daniel Dubois facing Trevor Bryan. And we get into that. Frank Warren, is he going the right way with this kid? You know, that's the question. Errol Spence, Pacquiao. Want to touch on that a little bit. Going to be talking about it till that fight happens. Y'all know Errol Spence is my guy. Anthony Joshua sells out Tottenham Stadium one day. We're going to talk about that. David Benavidez wants to be the first to put Jose Uzcategui away. And then Canelo Alvarez, you know, I'm getting to the point where I'm starting to wonder, will he even fight in September at all? Never know. They're talking about Dimitri Bivol, but they talked about Caleb Plant. All we're hearing is a lot of talking. No fight being announced. So that's what we're going to talk about this morning, everybody. You know, PED in the building. What's good with your PED? Good morning to you, brother. Feeling good. All right, I got my coffee this morning. Ready to go. I had to have a cup this morning. I was really sleepy. Really sleepy. So let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. Let's see. First topic we want to talk about here. What we're going to talk about? Let's talk about Daniel Dubois facing off with Trevor Bryan. So, again, you know, I spoke on this briefly. I think somebody asked a question about it the other day on one of the other lives, and I figured I'd talk about this. But Bogdan Dinu, this is the guy you see here in the picture. This was Daniel Dubois' last fight, first fight coming off of that knockout loss to Joe Joyce, which he got his eye mangled up pretty good. He came back and had a pretty impressive performance against Bogdan Dinu. You know, as I spoke about this the other day, Frank Warren, to me, is poison to Daniel Dubois. Frank Warren is a problem for this kid's career. You have to put these kids in the right fight, man. Dude's like 23, 24 years old. I don't know. He's really young. Dubois not that old. But you got a big guy, but he's still a kid. You got to put these kids in the right fight to bring them up the right way, man. And, you know, Bogdan Dinu, I think, was a decent fight for Dubois after coming off that loss. He got his orbital bone shattered and, you know, eye mangled up pretty well. First loss in his career. And, you know, mentally they got to get him back. So I didn't think that was the worst fight. Bogdan Dinu. However, you're going from Bogdan Dinu to Trevor Bryan. And if it gets to the point where you're mirroring the path he was taking before, well, that path didn't serve you well. And I'm not saying this to Dubois, more or less to Frank Warren. You got to move this kid uphill. Trevor Bryan is pretty much the same level of competition as Bogdan Dinu. If Daniel Dubois is going to get to the point where he's going to beat the Joe Joyces, which he did not, or even better, the Oleksandr Usyks, Michael Hunter, these guys that are, you know, ranked higher, of course, than Daniel Dubois, that is going to get you prepared to win a title. You can't be fighting Bogdan Dinu's and Trevor Bryan's. They're going to have to start moving this kid up the right way. You would imagine that Frank Warren learned his lesson from the previous situation. Like, come on, bro. He wasn't ready to fight Joe Joyce because he doesn't have the right people in front of him. And I feel like, you know, going from Bogdan Dinu to Trevor Bryan, man, it's other names out there, better names, tougher, stiffer competition that you get Daniel Dubois in the ring with is going to prepare him. Look, either he's ready or he's not. He's going to win or not. But you can't keep going on this roller coaster with the level of competition, especially when he has not faced the better level, the best fighter he's faced thus far is Joe Joyce, and I like Slow Joe, but Slow Joe is still a contender himself. He's not proven. He still has to keep going uphill to get to that title. Now, the WBC, however, did increase Slow Joe's ranking to number 3. Don't know if you guys know that, but WBC has increased his ranking, so he's a third. He's ranked number 3 in the WBC now, but it's the WBC, so Suleiman is quite an enigma. Julio Martinez, mi hermano, what's good for the love of sports? Let's talk about it. Yes, sir, Julio. Yes, sir. G-Man boxing in the building. I always say, guys, if you haven't been over to check out G-Man boxing, what the hell you waiting on? What's up, G-Man? What's up with you, brother? Gotta get over there. Gotta go see G-Man. But oh no. G-Man, you at work. You at work. I slipped up. Say, G-Man, special guest invite. No, G-Man, my brother's at work. But look, I haven't seen PED. I think you enjoy the show PED now. So anyway, guys. I don't trust Frank Warren, at all with Dubois. I wish Dubois could get away from him. He's probably, got some time on his contract signed. Excuse me, guys, signed for, no doubt, G-Man. No problem, bro. No problem at all. Sometimes I just get ready to blurt it out. I see a name and I want to invite somebody, one person on here every morning. But I know you work, so it's all good. All right. So he has a 5-year deal with Warren. Bad move. Did he just re-sign that here recently? Yeah, I do think so. If that's the case, I do think so. He should have went to Eddie Hearn, top rank. Freaking signed with Dillian White even. Like, I ain't even gonna lie, bro. Sign out with Dillian White, let him manage you. Because it's this. Look, man. Frank Warren is gonna take him nowhere fast. We have to really see what happens after Trevor Bryan, right? Where does he go after Trevor Bryan? I believe Daniel Dubois is going to beat Trevor Bryan. No problem. Same thing. Like I said, Bogdan Dinu, Trevor Bryan, close to the same level of competition. It's not really going uphill. This is not a guy that's going to prepare you for, say, like a Philippe Hrgovic. I think Philippe Hrgovic beats Daniel Dubois. I really do. I think he beats Daniel Dubois. I think the level of danger I see from Philippe Hrgovic, the guys that Frank Warren has him facing, I don't think he's ready for that problem. Hrgovic just stopped Bogdan Dinu the same way freaking Dubois did. Maybe even earlier. He'll stop Trevor Bryan. These guys got to fight slightly better competition if they expect him to be able to win a title. Because you're going to have to fight. I mean, ultimately, you're looking at Joshua and Fury, either Joshua, Fury, Usyk, or Wilder. At this point, potentially those are the guys that you're going to be going through to get the belt. I mean, it's no guarantee Joshua beats Usyk. I expect him to beat Usyk, so could be Joshua's no guarantee Fury beats Wilder. I expect him to beat Wilder, but these are the guys. So those are the 4 names that you might as well think of when we're talking about. Who any of these guys, be it Joe Joyce or Daniel Dubois, doesn't matter. Any of these guys, bro. The ultimate goal is a championship. And those are the guys you got to be thinking. Okay, hell, even Dillian White, even though he's not in the discussion right now, it's Wilder, Fury, Usyk, AJ. But Dillian White, he's the top 5 guy. At some point, they may have to go through him. I'm not sure the WBC. I don't know what's up Suleiman's sleeve, but I will say this. Very funny. He just pushed Joe Joyce up there to the number 3 spot. We already know, bro. We already know. Just because you're sitting in that number one spot doesn't mean that Suleiman will mandate you. They really, they really sticking it to Dillian White. Very unfortunate for Dillian White. Tell you that. LT in the building. What's good? Good morning, mi hermano. That's what's up, LT, mi hermano. I think Warren is hoping Dubois wins the regular and is hoping AJ ends up vacating at some point, get Dubois the world title with minimum risk. The Floyd Mayweather the Floyd Mayweather approach to things, G-Man boxing. You think Warren pulling a little Floyd here? Get the regular belt, hold it tight until the super belts get vacated. Tank's in position for that twice right now at 35 and 40. Let me just sit back and hold these things. But yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe. But shit, that's a long wait, right? Joshua was talking about achieving more, even if he wins for a belt, and he still wants to go for a belt undisputed. So it's a hell of a plan. I'm not sure how much success Warren will have with that. Does he have success anyway? Warren's a dingling, man. Again, I don't like the way he's doing with Daniel Dubois anyway. But moving on. Jose Uzcategui, David Benavidez. So David Benavidez says he wants to be the first to stop Jose Uzcategui. Look, this fight, David Benavidez is. Here's the problem with David Benavidez. Of course, the cocaine and losing the belt on the scale, this, that, and the third. But this kid, it's kind of funny with David Benavidez because he's had opportunities, right? He's had a belt twice, right? Blew it off sniffing cocaine, okay, made a mistake, and then lost the other one on the scale. So you've had a belt twice. It gets to a point where I say he needs a better fight. We look around the atmosphere, and the Canelo's then collected 3 of the 4 belts. The fight with plan is there. Hell, they didn't even make that fight happen when Benavidez had the belt, which would have been a unification. You can't keep fighting guys like Ronald Ellis's, who's got the keys. What is he going to do? You know what? What gets me with guys like David Benavidez and some of these young guys, these are the guys that talk about Canelo. He's doing nothing, right? He's doing nothing, and everything he has done, he's had taken away from him, due to lack of discipline, right? Whether it be lack of discipline and not partying too hard so that you get busted for cocaine, or lack of discipline with your weight so that you keep it down and all of this. People say, oh, you don't know what, listen, man, I don't even care what happens. You're an athlete. Keep the weight down. I don't want to hear anything about COVID. You could have jogged during COVID. You could do calisthenics, jump rope during COVID. Has nothing to do with anything. You're an athlete. So gets to the point where I know that certain guys aren't available. Certain guys are not willing to fight Benavidez, but you were in place, bro. You were in place. Like I said, Canelo had to try to collect these titles. You don't blow off your belt. You would have been in line for that. You would have been one of those fights. Suleiman wouldn't have just been able to hand it to him in a fight with Callum Smith. He wouldn't have just been able to give Canelo that title. But he did because you lost it. As far as knocking out Jose Uzcategui, my thing is, and the reason I just went down that road is that if you're going to be the guy, one of these guys that could potentially beat Canelo, then you should knock out Jose Uzcategui. I'm not really impressed by, I want to be the first to knock out Jose Uzcategui. Who the hell is Jose Uzcategui, David Benavidez? Like, come on, bro. This is not the biggest accomplishment. It's not like he's won anything. He's no champion. He got beaten by Caleb Plant. It's somebody you should have fought, Caleb Plant. You know, Canelo is not fighting Caleb Plant, most likely. What the hell is with the PBC? Okay, if you're not going to fight Canelo, then why not throw him in there with Benavidez, bro? See, this is the nonsense this is why so many people get tired of the way they operate over there at the PBC. You know, if it's not going to be Canelo, then it should be Benavidez. I'm pretty sure everybody still wants to see Benavidez and Plant fight, regardless of the fact that Benavidez doesn't have a title anymore. That's the fight we should get. And then you look at it and they're in the same network. So what's the excuse? Why not Benavidez Plant? If I'm Benavidez, I'm knocking on Al Heyman's door. Bro, what's going on here? Right? Let me get this fight with Caleb Plant. However, Al could tell him, look, idiot, you had it all. You sniffed it and fatted it away. You know, kept eating Twinkies and Takis and freaking ho-hos and fatted your belt away. So don't you come knocking on my door telling me what I need to give you. David Benavidez is in quite a precarious situation. I think he's good. I think he's a really good fighter. But just like anybody else, if you don't fight the level of competition, you stay stagnant. You don't get better fighting guys that's not better than you. And you don't get better fighting guys that's not at least on level. And, you know, Brian Harkin. What's good, Brian Harkin? Oh, I'm LT Brian Harkin. All right. What's up with you guys? What you say, Brian? What the hell is? I don't know. Jose Uzcategui was overhyped after the Darrell fights. In reality, yeah, he's no better than Truax. Damn, G man, you Caleb Truax, you put a weight out there. Wow. Okay. All right. Oh, what did you say? I missed that one. Hold on, G man. Let me go back to that one. Oh, she said facts. The G man said Benavidez is annoying between the coke and the weight. If he kept it together, he'd still be champ. And then there could have been a Canelo picture. Yeah, exactly, bro. It's like you blew that off, and it just gets to the point where, like, I think that the potential's there. We can see. I mean, he's a taller guy. He's got really fast hand. He definitely shows some pop. He's been tough and durable against the guys. He did get knocked down by Gamble, but he beat him up. Brian said, because the one guy will lose his O. Yeah, the O must not go. Yeah, for real. All right. This is what I'm going to do. I don't even know which one of you two guys to invite as. No, let me invite LT. LT, I'm gonna send you this invite out. Special guest this morning. If you can make it, brother, I'm getting ready to drop the link in the chat. If you got time, LT, that go out to you. LT, special guest this morning. If LT can't jump on, then I'll send that invite out again. But good morning to you, Brian. Yes, sir. It has been a while. No worries. I'm here, Brian, in the morning, cranking it up, share smoke in the building. So back to this guy, Jose Benavidez. To get back to that, bro, the Uzcategui fight, you better knock him out. I don't like. Okay, if we're gonna start saying that Canelo needs to fight Jose Benavidez, which we hear this. Canelo needs to fight Jose Benavidez. Canelo needs to fight Jose Benavidez. If that's going to be the thing, then Jose Benavidez, you have to make that fight intriguing to me, right? Having fights the way you had against Ronald Ellis and allowing him to touch you up at certain points the way he did, I wasn't impressed. I don't think that that's the fighter to beat Canelo. So it has to be much more impressive than that. If you get in there with Jose Uzcategui and, you know, he starts giving you a battle, say like Ronald Ellis, you're not the guy to beat Canelo. I mean, we have to think about it. We're sending Canelo to Artur Beterbiev or Dmitry Bivol. And I heard something, well, I'll get on that later with this Canelo situation, but we're sending them there. 175, two of the best at 175. So David Benavidez, who's not proven to clearly be the best at 168, we know outside of Canelo anyway, that would be Canelo. David Benavidez, who's not proven to be that guy. Bro, you have to do a lot more. And knocking out Jose Uzcategui is a must for me. You don't stop Jose Uzcategui. I'm not saying that. I'm not even intrigued. I don't think David Benavidez beats Canelo right now anyway. I think the only two guys that have a chance is Artur Beterbiev or Dmitry Bivol. But none of these guys at 168. LT, mi hermano, what's good with you?
What? D. Jefferson, mi hermano, good morning to you, brother.
What's up, man? How you been, LT?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good, man. Just woke up a little bit. I'm outside smoking a cigarette.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So what do you think about Balayaga talking about he's going to be the first to stop Jose Uzcategui? Me, I'm like, who cares?
I mean, if he doesn't stop him, bro, he's going to look pretty fucking bad. Just like Devin Haney said he was going to stop Linares. And,
right. That's what I'm
it's going to look
that's
bad on him.
Like, you have to stop this guy. Don't tell us you want to be the first like it's an accomplishment. No, you got to go in there and put him away.
You got to go and do it. Yep. Facts, bro. Facts. I agree.
Pat you on the back for stopping Jose Uzcategui. Get out of here with this, bro. You're supposed to be a guy who could beat Canelo. I'm gonna pat you on the back for stopping Uzcategui, who's been beaten by Caleb Plant. Come on, bro. Come on.
Yeah, man.
This is whole Benavidez nonsense, bro.
I mean, what else can he like add to the fight? You know what I mean? Like, okay, they beat him before. They outboxed him, but I'm gonna knock him down. I'll be the first, and we're supposed to like, all right, woo, fuck yeah, that's what's up.
Right. You know what he better not allow to happen is Jose Uzcategui to come in there and give him a good fight. Like, he better not allow that down. You have to dominate. Even if you don't get the stoppage, you better dominate. Beat him like 11 rounds to 1-12-0. Don't let him come in there and give you a good fight, because that really does that shines a bad light on Benavidez, bro. If he comes in there and struggles with Uzcategui at any level, that would be good.
Yeah, he shouldn't allow Uzcategui to get momentum, get his rhythm in. I agree, bro. I totally agree.
You gotta stay on top of him. That's right. Don't allow him to get in the rhythm. Punish him early. And I say it's a must he gets him out of there to me. Wooly boy, slip and move. What's good with you, brother? It's good to see you. Been a while. J Blues Radio. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The Speaking Mind Sports Talk family. All
something
good, J Blues.
Bro, and I don't see Uzcategui as a threat either, bro.
No, at all.
I don't see him as a threat at all, man. I don't. I really. No, man.
Yuli X Games, yes. Good to see you, my brother. NY Texas said Jamie. Jamie. Jaime Munguia already slept him. Did he? He didn't.
Uzcategui?
I don't think so. NY.
Nah, that's another dude. No.
Yeah, bro, you bugging this morning, bro. I don't think. I don't even think that they fought before. Did they even fight?
Nah, I don't think so. I would have remembered that one.
I think he mixed him up with someone else. NY Texas. I'm not even sure if they fought, bro.
I think he's mixing him up with Montiel or something, man.
Man. And NY Texan, you got some angel dust in your blunt this morning? Smoking that special blunt this morning.
Right. Some primo.
Brother. Willie boys,
bro.
Go ahead.
Yeah, man. I agree with you, man. It's too soon. It's too soon for David Benavidez to face Canelo. I don't. Man, he needs to develop a little bit more, man. He looks good against regular competition, but you know what I mean? It's regular competition. It's not. It's B fighters. To
That's for
face
you, AY.
Canelo, man.
That's for you,
I
brother.
mean,
Never
yeah,
been
man.
stopped. He's got 4 losses. He's never been stopped. Go ahead, LT.
Yeah, man. And to face Canelo, I mean, look, man. This is a difference. This is a difference, bro. He's 23, 24, right? The and it wasn't a risk when Canelo faced Mayweather,
Right.
because Mayweather's not gonna knock you down. That's why people
Right.
would pay, to have the Mexican fighter fight him, because it's not a threat to see a Mexican fighter against Mayweather. Now have Benavidez with Canelo, it really is a threat, man. It really is a threat. So
A threat to
actually,
whom, though? A
and,
threat to whom?
right, to impact his career. So early, like that, with a KO, and especially in the PBC, and Benavidez not really having that fan base that he's supposed to have yet cultivated yet.
But he should, though. See, this is the thing, LT. I
It's
agree
the
with you.
PBC's fault. It's the PBC's fault.
No, it ain't. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. It's
You
the
don't think so?
PBC fault. Well, it's the PBC's fault, and it's Benavidez's fault. Like, I gotta hold the fire to him. I mean, bro, you sniffed your first belt away, and then you fatted your second belt away. That's something that also caused you problems with building the fan base. You can't be
You're
giving
right.
your belt away, fam. You know what I mean? So
You're
I
right.
can say that the
Yeah,
PBC
you're right.
has something to do with, their foolery, because they should have been put him in a fight with Caleb Plant. That will definitely have helped
Yeah.
his stock and his popularity. So yes, I'm not exonerating the PBC, but he has his own
You're right.
demons that caused him to be where he is as well. You know what I mean?
I agree, bro. I agree. You're right. You're
Yeah.
right. Yeah,
But
man. That's
LT,
why I love
look,
talking to
check
you,
it out.
bro.
Let's
Go
jump.
ahead,
What
bro.
you say, Karen? What'd you say?
Man, that's why I like talking to you, bro. Like, you give me another perspective.
Oh, bro, that's what we're here to
Definitely.
do. Oh, y'all
For
getting
sure.
me some too. Wooly Boy says Canelo and AJ are the 2 biggest names in the sport, both with a loss. This keep the O is ridiculous and gets you. Hey, Wooly Boy, facts, bro. All of
Yep.
this, these 2 guys. This man, Canelo sold out Texas Cowboy Stadium in 3 days. Okay, he sold it out in 3 days. Biggest indoor venue in boxing history. Never that many people sold out indoor. 3 days he did it. Anthony Joshua just sold out 100,000
Facts.
in a day.
Yep.
In a day. Bro, hands down. These 2 guys are just massive in boxing. And they both have a loss. All of this old must not go foolery. That's the PBC foolishness, bro. It's the PBC fool. Man,
I agree, bro.
What'd you say?
And I was gonna say this, bro. Yeah, man. And I it's a good move as a businessman, because as like me putting myself as a businessman in that industry, or in that field, it would be a good move to evade Benavidez for a little bit, and allow him to make a name for himself. As a boxing fan, it sucks. As a boxing fan, fuck that. I want to see the fight now. You know what I mean? But if I put myself in Canelo's shoes, he's really the only name that stands out. It's like Canelo has only sold over 1 million pay-per-views with Triple G. You don't think he knows that? He definitely fucking knows that. He definitely needs that opponent to, you know what I mean? So it's definitely a smart business move, to allow Benavidez, to grow a little bit, and then probably have like 1 or 2 or 3 fight deal with him. I see it, man. I totally see it.
Oh, he said, okay, it was Montiel. Yeah, he stopped Montiel. Jaime Munguia put him away, yeah, but Uzcategui ain't never been put down. Not for good anyway. He's been dropped, but not stopped. Yeah, Brian. You know shit, you couldn't get a ticket. A whole lot of people couldn't get a ticket. That damn thing sold out 24 hours. Brian said I couldn't get a ticket. Well, I couldn't get a ticket either, Brian. I couldn't get one. What's up with you, brother? Good to see you, Brian. You a wild dude. All right, let's move on, LP. Let's move on to the next.
For sure, bro.
Errol the True Spence, Manny Pacquiao. Now, well, this one's not about who wins. This one is more about what this does for either guy. See, this fight here is so massive, man. And the implications behind the winner. It's massive for either guy. If Manny Pacquiao beats Errol Spence at this juncture in his career,
it's over for Errol, bro.
Well, hold on. I want to talk
if
more.
If he beats him?
Hold on. I want to talk more.
Go ahead, bro. Good. Yeah.
For Manny Pacquiao, right? We can talk about what it means for Errol, too. We can get into that. But for Manny Pacquiao, if he can beat Errol Spence at this juncture in his career, massive, bro. And it's always been this whole Floyd Pacquiao. I think this puts him comfortably past Floyd. And I know Floyd beat him. And I've always said, well, if Manny did this, we always have to remember that Floyd beat that guy. So what, bro? It would be too much. I think that this puts Manny over Floyd in the all-time great list, the best of all time.
I agree, bro. It really is a feat, is it called? Like
an accomplishment,
achievement really is, man. It really is. Not to mention, bro, if he beats Errol Spence, he goes back as a huge hero and probably gets elected as president. Because that's how he got his office. He's a senator, right? Yeah. Man.
I'll tell you something, man. Duarte is on his ass. He got another fight messing with Duarte over there in the Philippines. That's the guy he's got a fight.
Yeah.
Hey, Duarte, he's shooting shots at Manny Pacquiao. But to stay on topic, though, I think that Jamal Wright, what's up, brother? Jamal Wright, one guest on the panel in the morning, fam. Just come in early tomorrow. I'll shout you out. I'll invite you on the panel, Jamal. But in this morning show, only one guy on the panel. That you see down there is just what we're talking about. Errol Spence and Pacquiao at the time. Now, I will say this, LT. Manny Pacquiao beating Errol Spence at this stage is, to me, amazing because I'm not like a lot of these Errol Spence naysayers. I think he is the truth. You know what I mean? Errol Spence is the truth. And I think only he and Crawford beats each other. I didn't put Manny Pacquiao in that picture. I'm not really trying to count Manny out, but I just feel like Crawford and Spence beats Manny. I think at 147, only those two guys beat each other. So if I see Errol Spence as officially that number one guy at 147 and Manny beats him at 40-something years old on his way to retirement, this is massive for Manny's legacy. I have to say it puts him over
on the top. It puts the cherry on it. It really does. It puts the cherry on
this too. Yeah, over Floyd Mayweather. Now, what you were speaking on, when you say what it means for Errol Spence, you think that it kills him? I don't think so, and I'll tell you why. But why do you think it kills him, though? Why do you think it kills him?
First of all, I don't think Pacquiao's gonna beat Errol, man. He's too young. You know, he's in his prime. He's younger, faster, and probably even stronger. I mean, what is it, like a three-month camp? I don't think it's enough for him to, like, Pacquiao to take that rust off. But again, it is Pacquiao, man. Knowing that he's the younger, the faster, and man, and his technical abilities is off the chain, man. Errol Spence fights like a Mexican, man, with those body shots, man. Yeah. Yeah, man, I love Errol Spence, but he is in his 30s. I think he's like, what, 33? 31?
No, it's 31.
31?
Yeah. I think 31. Him and Canelo are around the same age.
Unless they have a They have a because he doesn't see Pacquiao's not holding a belt. But if Manny Pacquiao beats Errol Spence, what it means for him, I mean, I think it's gonna impact his career because he's in his 30s, and that fight is supposedly what I'm thinking. It's supposedly take him to that next level of stardom. You know what I mean? To that, it's like passing the torch and in a type of way. Okay, here you go. I think that's what's going on. But if it goes against that narrative, I think it's going to be really hard. I mean, if there's a rematch clause, which I
Right.
don't think that it is because Manny Pacquiao's not holding a belt. I mean, Pacquiao goes off into the sunset, and there's no way Earl Spence can, like, you know what I mean? So it's really because he's
Well,
supposed to move
Pacquiao,
up. He's
Pacquiao's
supposed.
team has already said that they're going to continue competing if they get past Spence, and they've even hinted
Oh,
Crawford
nice.
already. So he's going to continue going forward, which is insane to me. And I'm not sure if I believe it full fledged because after
I
Spencer's
agree.
got a presidential election, and if he wins that, like they got some issues. I don't know, bro. He's older now. If he wins the presidency, he definitely has the election after that. And these fight
Uh-huh.
camps, I'm not sure, but they do plan to move forward. I don't know. D Hodges, what's good with you? What up, D Jeff? Panel and chat, LDBC, salute to you, D Hodges. And
Salute, fam.
the LDBC. Let me catch up with the chat right quick. My man Patrick, MMA best surgeon in the building. What's good? Jet Cal, my bro, what's good with you? Stamina will be key up for either guy, but I think Spencer's is gonna be okay because he's back with Blu-ray. Just drop bars on him. Mad Chad, Manny in trouble. Earl's a different beast. Hey, that's what I think, Mad Chad. I don't think Manny. I love Manny, but I don't think he's getting past my guy Errol Spence, bro. I really don't. All right, so, but yeah, LT. Here's my thing. You lose
Uh-huh.
to Manny Pacquiao, right? You lose to Manny Pacquiao. Again, it would say that Manny Pacquiao, we knew Manny Pacquiao was a beast. There are actually people picking Pacquiao to beat Spence already currently. I think that if he loses to the great Manny Pacquiao, it damages you some, but not really by much. It was like when people would lose to Floyd Mayweather on his way out. He's 40 years old and something. It damages you some, but this is an ATG we talking about. Spence still has plenty of options out there. He still has
Right.
plenty. I think that think about this. Spence goes and loses to Manny Pacquiao, right? Bud
Uh-huh.
Crawford. He fights Bud Crawford and then he wins. He's right back in there. He's right back in.
Yeah, you're right.
You see what I mean? So I think that it can damage his stock or who he is. The O will definitely be gone. All of this man down shit will be done. But at a certain level, he still would have fought Manny Pacquiao. Sometimes just fighting an ATG takes you to another level of stardom. Like because you
Yeah,
are
it does.
that name,
It does.
whether you win or
Uh-huh.
not, right? So I think it's kind of a touch and go thing now, not too sure. Now, what it does for Errol Spence, if he wins against Manny Pacquiao, well, it just opens the door. It really, and it tears Crawford, this whole Spence Crawford thing up. Like, I was hoping when Bob Arum was fooling the public about a fight with Crawford and Pacquiao, I was hoping that that fight would have actually happened because it was Crawford that needed that extra boost in his stock to, calm these negotiations with the PBC talking all of this 80-20. Crawford getting
Yeah.
a fight with Pacquiao would have evened the stakes there, but didn't come to fruition. I think it's just Spence is already the guy. I mean, you got Canelo and Joshua. We talked about that, right? And so you look around boxing. You got Canelo and Joshua. Who is that third guy? I think this is a fight that can move Spence to that spot. Like he's that third guy.
Definitely, that's the opportunity. Yeah, bro. That's the opportunity. Yeah, I agree. You're
You know what I
right.
mean? Yeah,
Yeah,
because it's
definitely.
Joshua or Canelo right now. It's no argument. Joshua Canelo, Joshua Canelo. But who is that third guy? Who is it? Who is it? Right now, I would assume that it would be Pacquiao. If you look at another fighter in boxing who has the demand, no matter who he goes out there and fight, that would be Pacquiao. So if Spence can
Uh-huh.
beat him, then, like you said, passing it to torch, maybe he becomes that guy. And I think that's what it does for Spence. Arnold Finkley in the building. What's good with you, Finkley? Good to see you, brother. So that's just my
Yeah.
idea on it if Spence wins. Or shall I say when Spence wins.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna win, bro. He's definitely, and I think Manny Pacquiao is gonna lose, but I don't think he's gonna lose that bad. I think he's gonna like fight, but he's gonna lose looking good, which allows Errol Spence to get that stardom, and Manny Pacquiao to get that office.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's how they benefit each other. I think that's why he did it.
Yeah.
Um, Definitely. I don't unless unless Pacquiao knocks him the fuck out, which
Yeah.
which we don't think is gonna happen. Well, that definitely would ruin.
Well,
You know
that
what I
would
mean?
that
You're,
that makes a
you're
big
right.
difference.
You're right,
That makes
DJ.
a
You're
big
right,
difference.
DJ. You're right, bro. You're right. Like even if it's a loss, if he loses, like you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
like just passing by. But if he gets knocked out, yeah,
Oh, that's
that's a
big. That's
fucking bad.
big.
Yeah,
That's much
yeah,
different. That's much different.
yeah.
PSK, what's good with you, brother? Yeah, I agree, Sergeant. Yeah, he should. He should. What's good, PSK? Good to see you. He said, did anyone get tickets, AJ? No. No. Did you? Did you win that lottery? It appears because and that's the topic. Let's go ahead and move to that. Sold out. Sold out, fam. One day, that was one of the topics on here, PSK. And since you jumped in and that was your comment, let's talk about it, man. This guy's selling out in one day, bro. One day.
That's
You know,
crazy, ain't it?
that is madness to me. 100,000. Like, I thought it was completely mad when Canelo sold out Cowboy Stadium in 3 days, that's still madness, right? Because
Definitely.
yeah, it is definitely that's still madness because it's the indoor venue record. Okay, it's all indoor, and he filled it that quick. But AJ just comes over. Now it's a bigger number, but it's outdoor. But even still, 100,000. I think they said Tony Ham holds 100,000 people, and he sold it out in a day. This is just listen, man. You can't. There's no guy that can even measure up to that. These guys are struggling. Tank Davis is 200,000 pay-per-views, and they're clapping and celebrating and all of this nonsense. You can't even compare to those numbers. There's no one close, bro.
Yeah.
I don't think PSK. I don't think anyone that we know got tickets to that damn fight. It's almost like calling into the radio station and hoping you call and then you answer the question. It's going so fast, bro.
Bro, I'm the UK people, bro. They're just tired of being inside their house, bro. They just want to go out. You know what I mean? Fuck it, I'll buy
Yeah,
the
I ain't
ticket.
gonna blame them, bro.
Yeah, like I'll buy it now.
Yeah,
That's
PSK
good,
says
man.
6 more
It's
level
really
seats
good,
at
man.
retail price. Yeah. Hey, the ticket scalper's gonna have a field day on that fight there. They're gonna be like, get your tickets, please come get your tickets. Tickets 2,000. Oh, come on, that's sold. And the ticket scalper's gonna make 500%, boy, on this fight. They're gonna be out there selling. It's somebody that done bought 50 tickets or something like that. You know it, bro. There's somebody out there who bought 50 or 100 tickets just to sell them fight night. Brian said he's going to London just to go out and see if he can get a ticket. You better take a couple of extra quid with you, Brian. I'll tell you that because they gonna be cheap. Yeah. Okay. G-Man says 60K, D. That's how much they hold. Oh, Captain, I saw an article. I didn't look that up, bro. I'm gonna tell you, I did. I was reading some article, and I believe you, G man, because that's your neck of the woods and such. But I was reading an article that said something about it holding 100,000 people. So I don't like to give out wrong information though. What you say, LT?
100,000 to fill that stadium. Wow.
Yeah, well, G-Man just says that it's 60.
Oh,
60.
okay.
But I didn't pull that number out my ass. I was actually reading an article. I can't remember from where, but it was saying that the place holds 100,000.
100,000. Damn.
No. Okay. Options. Damn, bro, this stupid computer rat bastard.
Still, man, that's a lot, bro. That just goes to tell you how much of a big stars these guys are, man. The impact they have. Yeah, definitely, man. And Matchroom dude, fucking Eddie Hearn knows what the fuck he's doing, bro.
Yeah, Eddie Hearn is look, he's doing great.
Yeah, bro. Bet your ass Canelo's gonna be there. Just promoting himself, I guess.
Okay, no, I was looking now. Thanks for the correction, G man. Thanks for the correction. And I read so many articles, bro. Sometimes I misspeak, and I did just misspeak there. Okay, so I went back to the article I was reading, and it says that here's where I got it mixed up. It says AJ has sold out stadiums and arenas in the UK, the US, and Saudi Arabia before, and it is now set to return to the capital for his 5th stadium fight at home of Spurs. Okay, but it says over 100,000 fans waited in the Stub Hub ticket queue for their chance to land seats. So that's where I got that number from. But again, I read so many articles and such that I just said 100,000 seats, But
it happens to me all the time, bro.
Yeah,
it happens to me. We can't retain the information now, bro.
Rule breaker. What's good with you, Mark? What's good, brother? I'm breaking the rules. I'm the rule breaker. What's up, Mark?
God bless. I heard the thing to do with the stadium. The Tottenham capacity is 60,000.
Good morning, Unrivaled. DJ, I'm going to go back inside, carnal. Much love.
I appreciate you, LT.
Yeah, much love, for sure. Much love, Mark. Good morning.
God bless, LT. God bless you, bro.
Yeah, God bless, bro.
So you came to correct me again, Mark?
No.
I love the correction.
I didn't come to correct you. I came to enlighten the people in the chat who don't know. It's a 60,000 capacity. The 100,000, they've echoed that Wembley can hold 100,000, which it can. But 90,000 is maximum seat capacity. That's including all. Because they can't do up to 90,000 at the moment. I don't believe any stadium is allowed to hold a 90,000 capacity.
Oh, okay. Where is that place? It's some place that I don't know the name of in Wembley, but I mean in London. But they say it can hold over 100,000. I think it's some outside venue.
Hyde Park.
Hyde Park, you say?
Hyde Park.
Okay, yeah, that's the place. Yeah, I would think like with Joshua, man, with Hearn after this fight with Joshua, I would just start looking for the biggest venues I can because it just appears the guy's going to sell out when he goes to fight. I don't really care who he fights. He's like I said, like he and Canelo, it doesn't matter who they fight. You freaking sell out. If you set a record with Andy Yildirim, it doesn't matter who you fight. Man. It doesn't matter who Joshua and Canelo fight. They're going to sell out.
I do think something that's very important with Joshua selling out is a lot of his fights are with StubHub. Now, StubHub is a resale ticket seller. Resale.
Right.
They buy a huge allocation. StubHub actually have about 35,000 tickets available right now to buy because they bought up a lot of the tickets. They sponsor Matchroom. Yeah. So there's technically 35,000 tickets available. They've been bought at retail value, but they've been sold by a reseller. they've been bought by a reseller.
Well, I don't think they took much of a risk, bro. Because when you get articles like that, right, then that for some reason just drives people to want to get, oh, I can still get a ticket. You know, like it just, do you get an article, oh, sold out, oh no, sold out. Like you were really ever planning to go, you asshole. But then people just get intrigued and then they start trying to find a ticket and buy a ticket. So I think StubHub will probably sell out all of their tickets as well. Samuel Wow, Shaw in the building. What's good with you, Samuel Wow? You old suck guys. Yeah, rule breaker. That's right. I break the rules. I set them, I break them. I thought her own StubHub. I don't know.
I don't think he owns StubHub. I think, though, he has bought a stake in StubHub now over the last few years.
Yeah,
but I don't think he owns StubHub. But it is, to me, look, I don't, like, I get the idea that the tickets, they have technically been sold, but there's still, like, over 30,000 available.
Right.
And I think that's important to mention.
Yeah, hell yeah, it is. Because, I mean,
there's a huge difference between 60. I think they would have sold to the people. But it's an easy and quick way of saying that you've sold your fight out in 24 hours, you know? Right. They'll sell over the next month.
Well, it's the same as when they sell these fights sell out, but then they don't talk about how many tickets they comp. You know what I mean? Like, you only comp 15,000 tickets. Oh, yeah? Well, that doesn't really equate to people going and purchasing them, but it still counts as a sellout, right? Chin Smoke says, LT Buenos Dias. Yes, sir. But yeah, no doubt, man. I just think that it's amazing that it sold that quickly. Last topic, guys. Canelo. Alvarez, actually, Joshua was the last topic, but PSK just got me excited, and I started talking about it. Ronald Finkley, my brother, appreciate you, Ronald Finkley, with the super sticker. Much love to you, brother. So,
can I respond to PSK because he asked me a question?
Let's see, PSK, Unrivaled Boxing. You coming to London for the fight also? Can grab a beer, brother. Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
So
sure.
So I couldn't actually buy a ticket yesterday. Unfortunately for me, I couldn't buy a ticket due to unforeseen circumstances. I'll leave it at that. I don't like buying from StubHub.
Right.
There's a moral thing there. I do not like to buy resold tickets at marked up price. Not from them. So if I can find an individual scalper, I will. But I will not support StubHub's resale.
Yeah, I get it.
So if I can find an individual scalper.
No worries. He says no worries. PSK. Yeah, so last topic, Canelo Alvarez. Look, man, is he gonna fight in September? Will he get a fight in September? Y'all know that this Dimitri Bivol situation, there's nothing written in stone yet. Fight's not locked in.
Bivol's team are saying they'll do a catch weight and everything. Like, man,
I heard that, and I don't like that. I want to talk about that, Mark. I don't even like the fact that they put that out there because you already got enough of these idiots running around, right? Uchina Ali, what's good? What's good? He said LDBC is claiming Eddie bought all the tickets. Yeah, whatever. So, that's just foolishness.
They're not wrong. They're not wrong.
They're dead wrong. You said they're not wrong?
StubHub did. Eddie did, but StubHub bought 35,000 of the tickets. 40,000.
Yeah. So, okay. So you put that kind of idea out there. You got all of these yahoos running around talking, Canelo always looking for catch weight clauses, blah, 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 blah. And then their side of the team put this out there that we'll be willing to take the catch weight or whatever. Bro, have you heard Canelo? Did he offer you a catch weight? Did he say let's make it at a catch weight? And the last time I checked, it was Dimitri Bivol that came out and said, I'll come down to 168. Like, why even throw this catch weight nonsense in there, right? Because to me, it's almost one of these things like setting up an excuse, man. Setting up an excuse if you lose, oh, I had to come down and wait. Like, why are you even mentioning that? Why bring that up? Because Canelo, there is an incentive to get in there with Dimitri Bivol for Canelo. You don't have to entice him right now. He needs a good fight for September, because Plant pretty much fizzled away. So you don't have to entice him to get in there. Just, just let it all flow, bro. Let it happen. I was going to use that. That's why I didn't know. But anyway, what do you think, Mark? What do you think?
I'm not very interested, to be honest. If there's a catchweight, I don't find the fight to be all that competitive. It's already hard enough to get a result against the Ginger on the scorecards.
Right.
Whether it's how good he is or how good the judges are at scoring him, and only him in his fights. You've already got an uphill mountain to climb. I don't like that his team put it out there. It's just to me, it's just another sellout, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like the fact that they put it out there. That's my thing. It's just like if Canelo and Reynoso, if they're talking that way, okay, then put the information out there. That's fine. This is what they're talking about. But bro, if they're not coming at you about no catchweight, then the last time that I heard Reynoso talk about Bivol or Artabeta, he specifically said we'll go see them at 175. That's what he said. He didn't say anything about any catchweight or anything. So it's just clearly Bivol's team that's even putting the idea of catchweight out there, which just gives something to these haters and idiots to latch onto. See here, Canelo goes again with the catchweight and the weight clauses and all of the stuff that Oscar was pretty much doing, But no excuses. If you putting this catchweight out there, if you lose, to me, that's almost a built-in excuse, bro. It's almost like a built-in excuse because look at what you just said, Mark. I don't like it, right? And so a lot of other people won't like it either. Me personally, I don't like it either. But it's a built-in excuse, especially you being the one to bring that to the table. You're bringing that to the table. And why is my question? Why? Why are you doing that?
Because I believe they offered him the fight at 175 twice before and he declined it, so that's their way of trying to make sure that they can get the fight.
Yeah, well, that's crap because he had every reason to decline it before. Like, before I went up, I beat up Kovalev, and that's really all I was trying to do. I wasn't trying to come up there and fight you and fight Artabeta. So them offering it before, okay, whatever.
The fight was offered before the Kovalev fight the first time.
And this last dingaling don't want to fight, or for whatever reason they want to throw monkey wrenches in there. It's like, oh, okay. I made
so
too much guarantee offer.
The two offers were before Kovalev even fought Yard at 175. And that's when after that, that's when Bivol started saying, fine, then if you won't meet me at 175, I'll meet you at catchweight or come down. And he's been saying that for years now.
Right. But
it was ever since Canelo declined.
They're making the offer. You're making the offer of a catchweight. You've been talking about a catchweight for years just so you can get your hands on Canelo. But my thing is that they're not pushing it. You already have enough of these idiots out here that feel like that Oscar. Well, not Oscar, but Canelo was pushing for weight clauses and catchweights and all of that. I think his team was, but I think Oscar was more responsible than Canelo. Even still, it's Dimitri Bivol. My thing is, it's Dimitri Bivol that keeps talking about catchweights and all of this. It's not Canelo. It's just talking about a fight. All I've ever heard him and Reynoso talk about was just simply a fight. No stipulations or anything like that on the fight. And I don't like the idea of them putting that out there because to me, it's an excuse builder. I know you've heard me say this before, Mark. I believe that Bivol wins. I think he can beat Canelo. Will the judges give him the score is another question, but I think that he could beat Canelo. You know, by my cards, I think he would win. He would have to really beat him really convincingly to get the judges nod. Boxing Gnome, sup, homeboys? What's up with your Boxing Gnome? Good to see you, brother. Thank you, appreciate you coming. But I don't know.
Shout out to my guy Boxing Gnome. I've known Boxing Gnome for 4 years now, I think.
Oh wow. Well, I feel honored that you showed up here, Boxing Gnome. I feel honored. You have arrived at the best morning boxing show in the YTBC. That's right. Speaking about sports time. Oh my gosh. Oh shit. Bro, you're not gonna believe what just happened. You're not gonna believe what just happened.
What's that?
All right, I'm going to end it with this. This one is really good. It's amazing. Life is great, guys. I got to end it with this. This is so beautiful. Jambo Brown, what's good? Hold on. I'm in this suspense. I'm going to tell you guys. So I was sitting here, what I was doing, looking down. I was rolling up my morning regiment, you know, because we get ready to get off and I'm getting ready to smoke. So I just laughed and was like, and it blew the blunt off of the laptop right onto the floor, right? But I looked down, Mark, and all the herbs stayed right in the blunt. It just let it there perfectly, right on the floor. Nothing spilled out.
I thought you were going. That's a miracle right there.
That's why I was like, oh shit, because I was when it blew off, I was like, oh, and I looked at it, and all the weed is sitting right in there. Not even a drop. Boy, it's a beautiful morning. G-Man Boxing, appreciate you, my brother. That's right. Best morning show. Thank you, G-Man. I appreciate you. Hey, Mark, always appreciate it. LT, thank you for joining me this morning. And guys, yeah, Kevin, that's me, bro. That's something to celebrate right there. Any closing thoughts for the people, Mark? Want to let them know where to find you, anything like that, brother?
You can find me at Owner of a Boxing Talk. I hope everybody's feeling blessed, having a great day. Peace and love to everybody in the chat. And most importantly, big up to Albert Batagazia for winning gold today at the Olympics.
Yeah, beat out Duke Reagan. No doubt.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no doubt. I did see that. All right, guys. So y'all know how I always in this thing. For the love of sports, let's talk about it. Peace.